Hi everyone, again welcome to Geography 101, Introduction to Physical Geography. I'm your instructor, Jamie Rossiter. This short PowerPoint will serve as an introduction to the syllabus. After this, please go and read the syllabus, which is available on Blackboard thoroughly. Make sure that you completely understand it. And then you're going to proceed on to your first module for this semester. So again, my name is Jamie Speed Rossiter. While you will not meet me in person most likely over this short course, I do have virtual office hours on Mondays from 12 to 1 p.m. on Google Hangouts. So here's a little screenshot of Google Hangouts. I'm available at my SDCCD email, which is jrossiter@sdccd.edu. If you don't already have a Gmail account, you don't need one to use Google Hangouts. Just go to Google Hangouts. You can create a login using any type of email address, and then you can just start a chat with me. So I will be online from Mondays from 12 to 1. I will be accessible by email over the entire semester. I will definitely answer your emails within 24 hours. That being said, if you are trying to complete a module that's due on Sunday night, I'm not going to be on my email at 11:30 at Sunday night, so you're going to want to make sure that you allow yourself enough time. But I will get back to your emails within 24 hours. I'm also available if you want to meet in person on the Miramar campus. I can do that as well, and I can do additional Google Hangout hours by appointment if that Monday time slot from 12 to 1 does not work for you. And just so you know who I am, I'm an environmental geographer. I've done a lot of research around conservation, particularly marine protected areas, and also looking at urban agriculture and how it increases green space in cities. So the course description from the Miramar College catalog. This course examines the major world patterns of the physical environment. This course covers the fundamental information and processes dealing with the Earth's atmosphere, climate, landforms, natural vegetation, water, and soils, along with the appropriate use of maps and charts. So we are going to cover all of those things over this short 8-week course. We're going to look at lots of maps. Geographers just don't use maps, but we sure do like them. So here's a little example of one of those maps. Here's a map of global climate zones, and we will talk a lot about climate later in this semester. Your required text for the course is McKnight's Physical Geography 4th California edition, which you can see here. You can also use the 3rd California edition. That should also be fine. And in addition, you can use the non-California edition, which is actually on the 12th edition right now, or you can use the 11th edition of that. Not a lot changes between these textbooks. Some of the examples that they give, but for the most part, our understanding of the atmosphere has kind of remained constant for the past couple editions of this book. If you have a question about if your edition is appropriate for this class, please email me and I'll let you know if it's an okay edition to use. On the syllabus, there is assigned readings by chapter every week for every module, and so you should be reading those chapters as you are going through the module. And of course, we are an online class only, so you're going to want to know your way around Blackboard. When you log into our class, there will also be some resources for you if you're not that familiar with Blackboard. If it's your first time taking an online class, there's some student resources for you to log into to get some help from Online Learning Pathways. They are fantastic and can help you get going on this course. And here is our course homepage, what it will look like. So right now you're in the introduction, start here. Then there is a folder that has the syllabus in it, and then you're going to proceed on to the modules. So every week is going to be one module, and we are going to cover most week 2 chapters, but some weeks we are going to cover 3 chapters. And again, so you'll log in, you'll see a module. You will not be able to see the next module until the following week, so you cannot work ahead in this class. If you're hoping to kind of log in and just get all the modules done really fast, not available to you. Modules are due at midnight on Sunday, and at that time the next module will become live. You have to complete the quiz from the previous module in order to proceed on to the next module. So if you think you've done everything in the module and it's after midnight on Sunday and you said, I can't see that module, it means you have not attempted the quiz and you need to complete the quiz in order to see the following module. So again, each week will consist of one module. Modules will become available on midnight on Sunday, and you have until midnight the following Sunday to complete it. So you can do it all on Monday, you can do it all on Friday. It's a lot of material, so I don't recommend doing it all in one day, but you can pace yourself out during the week depending on your work schedule and other obligations you have. That's one of the great things about online classes, is that you can kind of complete them at times that are convenient for you. Just another quick note about that. The final module is actually due on a Sunday night at midnight, which is noted on the syllabus because that is the last day of the semester. So looking quickly at the coursework that you're required to complete for this class, we have quizzes, which are worth 120 points. Oh, that should say 8 quizzes worth 15 points each. Excuse me for not correcting that, but it's correct on the syllabus. You're going to have one quiz every week. It's going to be worth 15 points. We don't have big exams in this class. You're going to have a quiz that covers the material that you learned in that module. You're going to have exercises. There are a total of 18 exercises over the semester. Most weeks you're going to have 2 to complete. Some weeks you're going to have 3. Those are 10 points each. Those are discussion boards, short exercises, questions that you have to answer. A weekly journal, there's 7 of those, and those are worth 35 points total. They're worth 5 points each. I will not grade your following module until you complete your weekly journal. And your weekly journal is just a way for you to check in with me, for us to communicate back and forth about something that you learned over that week that you thought was interesting, something that you're struggling with. It's really, in this very short course, a way to make sure that I'm constantly communicating with you and that you're proceeding with the course and not falling behind. There's a final survey that's worth 10 points, and that's just a way for me to kind of evaluate course materials and change things in the future. There's a plagiarism quiz that will be part of Module 1, so you're going to complete that during this first week. You're going to read some stuff about plagiarism. The plagiarism quiz is the only one that you can take multiple times. You can take it up to 3 times in order to improve your score. The point of the plagiarism quiz and those materials is that you are learning about plagiarism. So I recommend, if you don't do that well the first time, keep taking that up to 3 times in order to improve those points. The rules of plagiarism apply in an online class just the way they do in an in-person class. You're going to want to make sure that your work is your own, and that includes not sitting there with a friend who's also taking the class, typing out the same answers together. So that's a total of 360 points for this semester. Late assignments, full credit for late assignments will only be given in the case of a documented illness or other valid documented reason. Those are really few and far between that I accept an actual excuse for lateness. You can hand in work late. 10% will be deducted per day for lateness. And after 1 week, assignments will not be accepted. Special accommodations, if you need a special accommodations due to a documented disability, or if you're going to miss a class due to participation in a school-sponsored sport, religious holiday, or for another documented and valid reason, which is less applicable in an online class, you must let me know within the first week of this class. Usually I say 2 weeks, but in these compressed classes that are so very short, you really need to let me know within the first week of class. And again, cheating and plagiarism. Cheating, including plagiarism, will not be tolerated in this class. Any student caught cheating will receive a grade of 0 on that assignment and will be reported to the college. Please keep in mind that plagiarism includes use of another person's words or ideas without proper citation. If you have any further doubts or questions about what constitutes plagiarism, please see me. Email me at any point if you think you're unsure if something constitutes plagiarism. Ignorance will not be accepted as an excuse, and please see the plagiarism materials available on Blackboard in Module 1 for more information. And finally, I apologize, this came out a little blurry, but this is our schedule of the semester. So again, we're going to cover anywhere between 2 and 3 chapters a week. Most weeks it's 2, but there's a couple. Every week you're going to have 2 or 3 exercises, a quiz, and a weekly journal. Taking these short courses, we don't really have time to develop a paper, especially in an online class. So each chunk of material is presented as is, and once you're kind of done with it, you're done with it. Although we do build upon it as the semester goes, so I wouldn't totally forget everything. So after this, you're going to go on, read that syllabus really carefully, and then you're going to proceed on to Module 1, which will be due this coming Sunday night at midnight.